Yeah, I think, as I said in the beginning of the tournament, every game is tough. In the 20-over competition, you can lose and win the game in 1 over. So, from my side, everything's tough.
Your team is looking quite strong on papers, but what's been wrong for you?
I think, in 20-over cricket, there's a lot of marginal type of cricket. I mean, Deccan Chargers last year, they came last. They've had a bit of luck going their way. The run-out on Sunday was a bit unlucky for us. So, I think that the side is trying hard. They're focused. We're making the right cricketing calls. Things are just not going according to plan. I mean, we've had 5 first ballers in the top 4 batsmen, as well as 3 second ballers in the top 4. And that's unusual in cricket. I mean, whatever's happening to us in the last week has been unusual. So hopefully it's going to change.
It will be KP's last game?
Yes, it is KP's last game.
KP's form pitcher last match.
Yeah, we all know that to play switch hit in 8 over wasn't the most clever cricket shot. But KP is a dynamic type of cricketer. And if somebody saw a six go over the ropes, they would have been happy. But we need to consolidate. We need to make sure we start building confidence within our side. And I think a guy like KP can do that. He's a match winner, and all he's got to do is play the right shot at the right time and stretch the innings.
Have you been surprised by Deccan Chargers' improved performance?
No, I mean, when you have a look at 20-over cricket, I think Deccan Chargers is done well, but they're also doing a lot of wrong, incorrect things, as well as the Royals last year. They've done well, they haven't done well this year. So it's very unpredictable 20-over cricket. I mean, the next 5 games we can win 5 in a row. Deccan Chargers can lose the next 5 in a row. It's that type of game. You need a bit of luck, and the form of players is not easy to go in and hit if you're under pressure and you haven't performed.
What are the wrong things we're doing
to the Deccan Chargers? It'll be difficult for me to say, but they are doing a few things incorrect. Yeah, I think the Indian players have done really well. I mean, Rahul Dravid's done really well. Kumble's done well. Ponna's coming has done well. But unfortunately, the odd fielding catches let us down. And that's made a difference between winning and losing the game. So I'm comfortable where the Indian players are right now.
How do you rate Kolkata Knight Riders? That team is also struggling.
It's not struggling, and as I said, they're in the same position as us. I mean, they've got good players. Those players haven't clicked, but one player clicks, you win the game. And that's how stupid it is. Or that player gets a catch that gets dropped and off he goes and they win the game. So it's a very stop-start type of form of the game, and you can change the game in one catch or one innings or one over. So you've got to be ready for that opportunity, and we've got to make sure that our players, as well as any other side, they've got to be ready for the first ball.
What's your take on like Kolkata Knight Riders has sent back 2 players back home? I mean, that disturbs the team. What's your take on that as a coach?
It depends what they sent them home for. It could be injuries, it could be disruptions.
Non-performance.
Well, non-performance, it also wakes up players around in the squad. I think a lot of the players, because they're not playing, they feel they can go out at night, which disrupts the side. So, from a leadership point of view, it shows strength. As long as you make the right call and it's a fair call to the players, and players understand those routines. You've got a squad of 28. 1 or 2 guys can be disruptive, which can create that rhythm. And especially if you lose, the sides that are losing, there's huge amount of pressure from the owners, and that pressure to me can create people doing their own thing. Sometimes you need to take a firm stance.
Yesterday Sachin played one of the most innovative strokes possible. Did you watch it, and what did you make of that stroke that he played out for this game?
Look, the master, I mean, there's 3 or 4 guys in the world, and he's one of them. He's able to play any shots. But again, I get back to that luck that I'm talking about. Did you see his first ball as well? He could have got out the first ball. And that's the difference. Our first ball, we get out. Sachin missed it. And that's the difference between winning and losing. Sachin gets the first baller, starts the whole process. We've got 5 first ballers in the top 4. Callis missing a straight one, it's not normal. So I think, he is a master of cricket. It's not what I make of his innings, it's what I make of his career. He is a definite master.
Mumbai and Deccan have got specialist fielding coaches, and that's telling on the fielding performance. Has that been a huge difference according to you?
Look, I've always said one of the 5 things in my game plan is fielding. I specialise in fielding myself. So it's not necessary for me to have a fielding coach. The only thing is, the older guys, we've generally got 1 or 2 older guys in our side, and they're not as agile as they should be. And I think in the side moving forward, we need to start coming up with a more athletic, younger type of cricketer on the field, and that's going to take time to change that type of vision.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ray. All the best.